Good afternoon, this is KOCO Chief Meteorologist Damon Lane for your January 20th noon weather briefing as we look at what's going on right now across the middle of America this afternoon. Looks fairly quiet. You can see this coming in right here from Burlington, Colorado, right along I-70. Travel looks just fine up around Salina, Kansas. A few clouds in the sky. Travel looks just fine. And then this image right here coming in from Moore, and again, travel looks just fine. You can see here, other than a few clouds coming in, not a whole lot going on across the southern and central plains. You see quite a bit of snow cover up in Colorado. I was out there this past week, and of course they are seeing some of their best snowpack that they have seen in almost a decade, which is very important in helping fill up the Colorado River, as eventually that snow will melt come the springtime and help irrigate the western part of the United States. But we are watching another round of cold air that will be moving in as we go into this afternoon. Already have wind chill advisories and warnings across the upper Midwest. You know, when you're talking about wind chill warnings up in Minnesota and North Dakota, you're talking about some serious cold. In Mid-Atlantic, we have winter storm warnings from Washington, D.C. As you go all the way out into West Virginia here, winter weather advisories for Richmond. Doesn't quite make its way down to Norfolk, Virginia there. And then as we go up and towards around Baltimore, Baltimore has a winter storm warning as well. So we're seeing some wintry weather in the Mid-Atlantic, some cold air and some wind chill advisories going on across the upper Midwest, and even a red flag warning in southwestern Oklahoma, where we continue to deal with exceptional drought conditions. As we look at temperatures this afternoon, likely going to get up around 60 degrees in Oklahoma City, upper 50s in Tulsa. Starting to watch that colder air. You can see that cold front here distinctly as a very distinct line as we look here. Notice how we have the 30s in Nebraska, the teens, and then below zero values in North Dakota. This cold air is going to slide down to the southeast, and it will cool down Oklahoma, but it'll be a half and half game as we go into Tuesday afternoon. Notice how Tuesday afternoon, as we look into northeastern Oklahoma and around Tulsa, not even getting above freezing here, 32, 31 degrees. Cold in eastern Oklahoma, cold in Kansas. Notice how Oklahoma City about 40 degrees. And then the Oklahoma Panhandle saying cold front. What cold front here? Temperature still well into the 60s there. As we go into, this is going to be for Wednesday afternoon, temperatures begin to come up a little bit. Notice how Tulsa back into the upper 40s, OKC back into the 50s, southern Oklahoma getting near 60 degrees there, and then Texas mid 60s, and still seeing that cold air well up across the upper Midwest. Notice how Minneapolis, St. Paul never getting above zero. Chicago only seeing their highs in the teens. We start to watch another round of cold air, however, really begin to push down to the south as we go into Thursday afternoon. Look at these temperatures up in Minnesota, and then look at here in Oklahoma. Temperatures on Thursday afternoon only in the lower 20s. Now, Thursday will be a very interesting day to forecast because early in the morning, temperatures will be quite cool. We won't say mild, but they will be in the 40s for Oklahoma City. But then by the afternoon, temperatures in the 20s. So falling temperatures throughout the day. It is going to be a very cold Thursday afternoon here in Oklahoma, with afternoon temperatures only in the 20s. Kansas, temperatures only in the teens. Same thing in Nebraska. As we look into Colorado, look how that cold air just butts right up against the front range, but it never spills over into the mountains. So temperatures in western parts of Colorado feeling pretty nice, actually, getting into the 40s. A little bit of moisture to work with the system. We'll probably see some light snow falling across Amarillo, north of Lubbock, as you go out to Guymon, Oklahoma, Boise City, Kenton, Oklahoma. As we go into New Mexico here, we'll see some snow, see some rain down in towards Texas, but for the most part, as of right now, high pressure building in across the central plains as we go into Thursday afternoon, which means that we should remain, for the most part, fairly dry. It's a quick moving shot of cold air as we go into Friday afternoon. Temperatures begin to moderate. We're only in the upper 30s, but that's going to be about 15 degrees warmer than our afternoon temperatures that we had on Thursday here in Oklahoma City. 40s and 50s in the Panhandle, seeing the 50s for afternoon highs across western Kansas and Nebraska. That cold air, as you can see here, sliding across the Great Lakes where temperatures only in the teens. And then as we go into Saturday, again, temperatures begin to climb back into the 50s and 60s from Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and into Nebraska. But this cold air will certainly be the biggest weather story that we have going on this week. We'll talk more about it coming up tonight on KOCO 5 News at 5, 6, and 10. See you then.